Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to the brand new video. So on this video, we are going to simply cover how to connect the Flutter app to the Firebase for both Android and iOS with a latest version of the Flutter. So do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this channel. Now let's get started. Now here on this video, I'm going to simply show you how to connect the Android iOS app with a Firebase and how to run our first app in the Android real device. Yes, I'm going to show you how to run your first app in your Android real device, and will also show you how to simply run the app in your iOS emulator, right? So here you can see that I've simply opened the VS Code, and this is our main.dat file, as you can see. Now let's move to the Firebase, because we need to simply create our first project in our Firebase. So let's move to the Firebase, and here I'll just write the project name, which is test app. Yeah, and here I'll simply click to the continue button, and we'll click on continue again, and we'll use default account for Firebase, create project. So as you can see that Firebase is preparing our project, so wait for a few seconds until it is done. I got a lots of comment in the comment box that there is some update in the Flutter, like they can't connect a Android app with a Firebase. So that's why I'm simply making this video for you all, because there is some update in the build.gdl file. So that's why you can't see the exact folder or file where you want to simply paste all the data to connect the Android app. Yeah, so let's click to this continue button, and we'll directly move to the Firebase, and here you can see that we can connect the iOS, Android and web app. So first I'm going to simply connect the Android app, and we need an Android package name. So for the Android package name, let's move to the Android app build.gdl file, and we need to copy this application ID, and we need to simply paste it something over here. Now here I want to simply tell you that if you are thinking that to upload this app to the Play Store, then you can simply change your name or just keep your app name or company name. So if you will write com.shivam.filmyfun or any of the company name or different name rather than example, then the Play Store will allow you to simply upload the app. In com.example, it will simply throw the error. So I'm telling you that because if you are thinking to upload this app to the Play Store and you are adding a Android package name over in the Firebase, then make sure that you simply change this, because then you won't face any error to upload the app to the Play Store, right? So once we have done this thing, now here we need to simply click on the register app button and download this google-services.json file from here. Now we need to simply paste it in the Android app folder. So if you have any older file, then simply remove that file and just rename the file to google services.json, something like this, and we'll simply paste it in Android app folder, something like this. So once we have simply pasted this file, now let's move to the Firebase back again. Now click on next, and here you can see that this is the ID. Now, as I have told you that in the comment box, like I've already made 10 to 12 app series before on my channel, and in some of the videos I keep on getting comment from different viewers, like I can't find a class path in the Android build.gdl file. So you can see that according to the new Flutter update, that class path has been removed from the build.gdl file. So there is a new path where you are going to add this plugin. So I'll copy this plugin from here, and we need to simply go to the setting.gdl. Now we don't need to move to the build.gdl because that class path has been removed from here in the Flutter new update, and we need to move to the setting.gradle, and here in the ID we need to just paste it here. So in the plugin section you just need to paste this ID, and here is the way you are going to simply connect the app for your Android device. Now here let's move, and in the plugin section I need to simply copy this plugin, and as you know that we need to simply go to the Android app build.gradle, and here we are going to simply paste that in the plugin, because as you can see that now the latest version of Flutter simply says that the Flutter Gradle plugin must be applied after Android and Kotlin Gradle plugin. So this is Android and Kotlin Gradle plugin. Now we just need to add after the this plugin and all, and we need to simply paste in the plugin section. So this is the new update, because you know that in the last update we are simply pasting that in the Android folder inside this Android command, but there is now no option to simply paste that file. So they have simply added a plugin section over here, and here we just need to add this ID. I hope that this is the new version is the most easy version rather than the last version, because in the last version there was thing like that we need to do lots of edit to simply add the code, but in this new version they have made very easy, like where to add the plugins and all. I think so now it will be very clear for you all to how to simply connect the Android app, right? Now let's move back, and here click to the next. Now you will think that why I'm not adding a dependencies, but according to the new version of Flutter we don't need to add dependency and all. It is totally done automatically. Now click on next, continue to the console. So we have successfully added the Android app. Now here comes the main thing. Now I'll simply teach you how to run your app in a real Android device. So for that, first main thing is that you need to get a USB cable, and you need to simply connect a USB cable with your Android device. Yeah. So I have connected my Android device with a USB cable, and once you have done this, you can see my device screen at the right side, and you just need to open a settings and move to the about phone section. I'm using a Redmi, so that's why you can simply see that Xiaomi Hyper OS version, and here you just need to tap to the OS version like 3 to 4 times, and you will simply be a developer. Though I've simply tapped that before, so you can see that it simply shows that no need, you are already a developer. Yeah, so now let's move back to the setting page, and here we just need to simply search like USB debugging, and in the debugging you just need to simply on this debugging thing, like this is the setting you just need to simply on, and you can simply accept all the condition. There is no any danger, it just simply shows that it is in danger. So just click on OK once you have done. Now simply install one more option, which is install via USB. So this will help us to install the app in your real Android device via USB. So these are the two sections that you need to simply on from the developer option. So once you have done all this thing, the going to device recognize my mobile. So here you can see that my Mac simply recognize this Android device, and it simply shows the Android version. Before we run the app in the real Android device, we need to add some of the important lines in our main.dat file. So here I'll simply move to the main.dat file and we'll just write a sync. Now we just need to write which is flutter binding dot ensure initialized, and here I need to add a Firebase core package, because the Firebase core package will help us to integrate the Firebase with our Flutter app, right? So we need to copy the package from the PerfDev website. So let's move to the PerfDev website, and I'll just search Firebase core over here, and here this is the package that we are going to use. So move to the installing. Now copy this package and simply paste in the perspec.ml file. Yeah, something like this, and simply run this file in your VS Code. So here it is done. Now let's move back to our main.dart file, and here I need to add one more line, which is Firebase Firebase, and we need to pass await Firebase dot initialize app. Yeah, so these are the two important lines that we need to just add to simply connect our Flutter app with our Firebase. So do not forget to add these two lines. Let's move, and here I'm going to simply run a command flutter run in the terminal to run the app in our real Android device. So as you can see that our build is successful and the app is installing, and I have got a install recommendation in my Android device. So I'll click on install, and it will frequently install this app on my Android device. So as you can see that we have successfully launched the app on our Android device, and now I can successfully use this app on my Android device and make our first Flutter app. And you can see that how simply it is to connect your app with a real Android device and run your Flutter app with a Firebase. So this is a new update of the Firebase and how to connect the app for Android. Now let's move and I'll taught you how to connect the app for the iOS. So now for the iOS connection, let's move back to the Firebase and we'll move to the Firebase and click on add app button. Now I'm going to connect the iOS device with the Firebase. So I click in iOS option and we need a Apple bundle ID. So to get the bundle ID, we need to move to the X code. So let's open the X code from here. So I'll just open the X code. So once the X code is launched, now move to the runner and here we need to move to the signing and capabilities. Now copy this bundle identifier from here and we need to simply paste it in the Apple bundle ID. Now click on register app and wait for a few seconds. Now download this Google service-info.plist file from here and we need to simply paste this file in the Xcode. Now simply open the file and remove the older file if you have and just rename the file as it is and we need to simply paste it below the info. Now click on finish and here it is done and we have successfully connected the iOS app with a Firebase. So you can see that how fast it is to connect the iOS app with a Firebase. Now click on next, continue to the console. So here you can see that I have successfully added the iOS and Android app and this is the way you can simply add a Firebase in just a few seconds for both Android and iOS. I have simply made this video because I got a lot of comment from a different viewers that there is a update in the Flutter. I am not seeing the exact file that I used to see before. So I thought that let's make a video for you all to know that how to connect the Android app with an iOS app with a Firebase. So this is it from this video and if you haven't hit that like button then show your support by hitting that like button and hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this channel. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.